Your Daily 180, 180 seconds of pure Bible study.
There is a type of fear that shackles the child of God and renders them ineffective in what God would have them to accomplish. Welcome to this, your Daily 180 Bible study. We certainly do appreciate you being part of this study. We're in the midst of a study on the subject of fear. What does the Bible really say? And we're using Matthew chapter 10 as our primary text. I began here last week, and I want to go back and I want to read verses 26 through 31 of Matthew 10 and just kind of lay the groundwork here. In Matthew chapter 10, beginning at verse number 26, we find him say, "Do not fear." This is the first of 3 times in this text that we'll see those words. "Therefore do not fear them, for there is nothing covered that will not be revealed, and hidden that will not be known. Whatever I tell you in the dark, speak in the light, and whatever you hear in the ear, preach on the housetops. And do not fear those who kill the body, but cannot kill the soul, but rather fear him who is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a copper coin, and not one of them falls to the ground apart from your Father's will? But the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Do not fear, therefore, you are of more value than many sparrows." Now, to appreciate what he's saying here, 3 times he says, don't fear men. Don't be afraid of men. We need to understand the greater context of Matthew chapter 10. He's sending out the 12. We oftentimes call this the limited commission. They're preaching the coming of the kingdom. They're baptizing people for the coming kingdom. And I want you to notice some of the things that he says to them. Verse 16, we mentioned this last week. "Behold, I send you out as sheep in the midst of wolves. Therefore be wise as serpents and harmless as doves." Now, you probably have never heard of killer sheep, have you? Or of savage sheep, or of a stampede of sheep that devours other animals. That doesn't happen. Because you see, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not an agricultural guy, so I don't know a whole lot about sheep, but I know this. Sheep are not built for speed. Sheep are not predators. They're not going to go out and destroy other animals. Wolves, on the other hand, these are vicious animals. And Jesus says, I'm sending you out in the midst of wolves. I'm sending you out as sheep in the midst of wolves. And we're going to talk some more about this tomorrow, but I want you to understand Jesus is not saying don't fear because there's no danger. Something greater than that. Join us again tomorrow for your Daily 180.